Hey, hello, and welcome back to my AuthorTube channel. I am Autumn Ashley, and today we are starting a whole new writing vlog. So today is Thursday, June 9th, and it is almost 10 o'clock in the morning. I want to finish chapter 5 and start on chapter 6. If I can get through both chapter 5 and chapter 6 in this vlog, I will be a happy lady. That would be like the high goal. The overall, like the medium goal that we're trying to reach for this vlog is to finish chapter 5 and start on chapter 6 and work through a little bit of chapter 6. I met with my critique partner last night. I want to update you guys with what her and I had talked about, and I want that to set the stage for the vlog for the rest of the week. Last night we met and we talked about our goals for June 1st to June 7th, and I ended up hitting all of those goals. We talked a little bit about her goals as well. I ended up keeping my goals the same for this next week. So for the week of the 8th to, I don't know, 7 days after that, what, the 15th or whatever, I kept my goals the same. In addition to adding that I want to finish chapter 5 and start on chapter 6. My critique partner also thought that that was a really great idea. We'll see how the month of June goes. I'll probably end up keeping that goal the same throughout the rest of the month just to get the flow back into trying to write more consistently. That's the plan for this vlog. I want to finish chapter 5 and then work on chapter 6. In chapter 5, I did talk about this in my last vlog, but I'll do a quick little recap. My characters, they are currently in a tavern and they're trying to escape the tavern. I have written their escape. It's rocky, it's not the best, but the whole point of me writing that scene is to tell myself that they're in the tavern and they need to escape, and here's the reason why, and then sprinkle out throughout a little bit of the magic system. That's where we're at currently. I think I am almost finished with chapter 5. So I do want to do one 20-minute sprint today and try to make a little bit more progress, inching my way towards finishing chapter 5. I want chapter 5 to end when they escape and when they get to their destination. But then I want chapter 6 to open up where there's dialogue between my main character and then she's having a conversation with her two secondary characters. So that's what I'm going to inch towards for the next couple of days. I will get going on that, check in with you guys probably a little bit later today. I do have other things that I have to do, which is why I think I'm only going to be able to get in 120 or 25-minute sprint today, or at least in the morning, because I do have plans of writing later tonight. I'm meeting with a couple of my writing friends and we're going to hop into Discord and do some sprints. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more writing done this time. Last time we met up, we did maybe a total 1 hour of writing and then maybe 2 hours of just chit-chatting and just having a great time. Cheers, happy Thursday. It's almost 10 a.m. Good luck to you if you decide that you're going to write today, or if you have already written today. Let me know down in the comments, and happy writing, happy watching this vlog, and let's get to it. I actually did a 22-minute sprint, and that sprint went much better than I thought it was going to go. I feel like I'm zoomed in. I'll worry about it in a second. I am going to put down in my daily writing tracker thing that today is June 9th, and I did a 22-minute sprint and I ended up finishing chapter 5. So chapter 5 ended with them escaping, getting out. I don't think it's exactly what I want happening. Like the actions that are leading these characters to escaping, I don't think it's quite what I'm going for, but this was also something that my critique partner and we had talked about last night. As long as I'm telling myself what I want to actually happen in the story, them escaping, and then for chapter 6 they're going to be having some type of conversation about what happened, and we're gonna learn a little bit more. As long as I'm getting that down, I feel like for my first draft is fine. It's going to change and I'm fine with that. Right now, I'm just trying to focus on trying to get the actions across, what exactly the idea of what I want, something in the ballpark of what I want the story to be. So that's what I'm doing for this first draft. That's what I did for chapter 5. I feel really good about it. The sentences are clunky. The pacing, the wording is not 100%, but it's not supposed to be because this is just the first draft. And with me getting slowly back into writing after the whole May month situation, I feel fine. I feel good about it. The only way, you know, we're going to keep going and we're going to finish the story is we move forward. So that's what I'm working on. I'm pretty proud of finishing that chapter. Later tonight, when I meet up with my writing friends for us to do a couple of sprints together, I will start on chapter 6. So that's going to be it for this morning. I will see you guys a little bit later and talk to you then. It is a few hours later. I ran and did some errands. I had to go get my teeth cleaned. I had to go to the dentist. That's what I should have said. I had to go to the dentist. While I was on my way home, I decided to stop at the Goodwill. I always like to go there every couple of weeks because they do a really good job of rotating the books so you're not always seeing the same books. They were very skimped on the fantasy, so I ended up not getting fantasy books. I ended up getting 4 different books that kind of expanded my genre. One was nonfiction. The other 2 were, I think, just contemporaries, I believe. Maybe. Anyways, what we have planned... Are you done? So what we have planned for the rest of today, I am gonna go to supper a little bit later with my brother. We're gonna have pizza, but before then, I think it's like 4 o'clock, maybe 4:30. I want to do a little bit of editing on a video. I need to do some writing as well, but I don't think we're going to get to the writing until later tonight when I am meeting up with my writing friends. So I just wanted to hop in here and give you guys a little bit of an update. It's not so much of a writing update, just a daily today, what I'm doing today. That's pretty much it. I think we're a little sleepy. It's fine. It's all good. So edit a video, talk to you guys later. Let's do this. So I have something that's really funny. For the longest time, I did not realize that my camera was zoomed in a lot. And the only reason I noticed is because you were super far away and I felt like we were literally right next to each other, and I was like, I feel like I'm really zoomed in. I had also forgotten how to zoom in until I touched the camera, the lens, and then it just backed up all the way across the room. So that's really funny that the close-ups to my face, if they've been really close and personal, is because they were. It is the next day. It is Friday, June 10th, and yesterday I did get a little bit of that editing done. I had some of those personal things that I had to go run and do. The only writing that I did was that 1:22. Was it a 22-minute sprint? Yeah. But I did finish chapter 5. So there's that. I do want to do another couple of sprints today. Hopefully I can do more than one. I would like to do, if possible, 2 30-minute sprints or a total of an hour. That's what I would like to do and make some progress in chapter 6. So that's what the game plan is. I want to do a little bit of the writing. The video that I want to edit, or I wanted to edit yesterday, I did not finish it. So I need to finish that and film some last minute clips that I want to go in there. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to change my upload schedule. As of right now, I've been uploading every Friday, or I think in May I only uploaded on 2 Fridays because I was sick. Right now, I think my videos need to be uploaded on Saturday because it gives me an extra day to edit. And since I'm doing a lot of other things right now on my days off, which are the second half of the week, I need to have that extra day to edit. I like having that extra day to edit too because I don't feel so rushed. The last couple of vlogs, I feel like they haven't been the quality I want them to be at because I've been so rushed. So I think I'm gonna change my upload schedule to Saturday for the rest of June and see how that goes. And then I'll probably have to do it for July as well. I just think the summer is just too busy for me to be uploading on Friday, and I want to give you guys better content than what I have been giving you. I think we're gonna change the upload schedule to Saturday. We'll see how that goes. On, was it Thursday? I think it was yesterday or Friday. One of those 2 days. I cleaned the bathrooms, I cleaned the showers and the vanities. Well, lies, I cleaned it for one of the bathrooms. Today I want to clean the other bathroom, and I need to mop the floors and finish doing laundry. And that's what we have for today. It should not be too big of a day. We should be able to take it easy and make some good progress, and we'll see how that goes. So I'll check in with you guys later. So today, since it's Thursday, I'm trying something new this week. I'm just trying to organize my writing and my days, my editing, the videos, this reading vlog that I'm slowly working on. I'm trying to organize everything a little bit better. So this week, what I'm trying to do is write in the morning. Today, it's almost 9 o'clock in the morning. I started my day a little bit later, but I also stayed up a little bit later. Last night was Wednesday, the 15th of June, and I ended up meeting with 3 of my writing friends. We did 3 writing sprints, and then we just stayed and hung out. One of our friends, she had to work in the morning, so she left, but those of us that had the day off or work from home, we ended up staying and chatting until midnight. One of our friends went to bed around midnight. Me and one of my other friends stayed up chatting, I think, for another couple of hours. And that was my critique partner. So her and I, we I have been trying to meet every Wednesday, and I want to talk to you guys about our meetings and then talk about my daily writing tracker that I've been doing week to week. Just a quick little reminder, my critique partner and we are setting weekly goals. I have my own weekly goals and she has her own weekly goals. And each Wednesday we set those goals for the next week, and then we talk about the goals that we had set for the week before. I have been able to meet my weekly goals, and I've been meeting them by days. And my goal for the first week as well as the second week in June and for the next week in June is to write for 4 hours total in the whole week or 3 days, whichever one comes first. And the reason I'm doing a goal like this is since I'm slowly starting to get back into writing, I didn't want to just dive headfirst in and possibly burn out. So doing it this way, I'm trying to sprinkle in the times and the days of working on my writing. Let me just start from the beginning of last week. Well, I say the beginning of last week, but really last Wednesday, which was the 8th, I think. Why is my mouse not working? What the hell? Hang on. What? Why? And I just changed the batteries. It's fine. It's fine. I guess I can just look on my phone, but I didn't want to look at my phone. Unless the battery popped out, but that would be weird. I'm just gonna look at my calendar because everything else is starting to annoy me. Okay, yeah, so last Wednesday was the 8th. And I did one 24-minute sprint and I worked on chapter 5. On the 9th of June, which was Thursday, I did one 22-minute sprint and I was able to finish chapter 5. And then I didn't write on that Friday, Saturday, or the Sunday. I just got busy doing other things that took a lot longer than I had expected them to. I had them blocked off on my schedule. Like I knew those were things that I was going to do. I just thought that they were going to take me 4 to 5 hours, but it ended up taking me 7 to 8 hours to do those things. So then it kind of pushed everything else back. So it just was like a steamroll downhill thing kind of effect. So I ended up not writing for those 3 days. I didn't like that because I did not want to meet with my critique partner and have to tell her that, you know, I only wrote 2 days and it was Wednesday and Thursday, and then it's pretty much been a week since I've written anything. I did not want to be like that. I toughed it out, and on Monday, which I normally don't write on the days that I work, and I worked on Monday. When I came home from work, I took a shower, got ready for bed, and I did one 21-minute sprint in the morning because I work night shift. When I came home from work, it was 7 o'clock in the morning. I sat down and I did one 21-minute sprint, and I know that's like such an odd number, but I wanted just 1 minute to go back and read a couple of paragraphs that I had wrote 3 days ago, but I wasn't quite sure where things were, so I had to take time to remember what was going on. I also started chapter 6 on Monday, and Monday was the 13th. So on that day, I ended up starting a new chapter, which was also part of my goals with my critique partner. And I wanted to write just a little bit more than just like those 3 writing sessions. While I was at work during my lunch break, which is only 30 minutes. I took 10 minutes of that and I wrote a little bit of chapter 6. It wasn't much. Honestly, it was probably just a couple of paragraphs, but it made me feel really good. It was a really nice feeling knowing that I had taken time to fit writing into a day that I didn't think I normally could do writing. So my work days, like just the work days themselves, are 14 hours. I normally don't write on those days just because work is so strenuous and so mentally, physically, emotionally draining that I don't like to write on those days. I feel like my best work wouldn't be done during those days because there's a lot of other stuff that's going on. I don't want to also put having to write on top of a very busy schedule. That Sunday night to Monday morning, which I ended up writing that Monday morning when I came home from work for 20 minutes. I think the reason I was able to squeeze in that 21-minute writing sprint in the morning before I went to bed, it wasn't as busy of a night with work. I had a little bit more juice to get that done. I am really proud of that. I'm also proud that during my lunch break, I took 10 minutes to work on chapter 6. For the longest time, I had always been telling myself, on the days that I work, I don't write. On the days that I work, I don't write. And so I had always thought of that. But then when it came down to it, like with the goals that I had set for myself, I had, on the days that I was off, I didn't get a chance to write. So I had to find time to write and to get things done. And I liked that because it was a sacrifice. I mean, 21 minutes, it was probably a total of 30 minutes by the time I had sat down, started my computer, loaded up a couple of the documents, found where I was, started my timer, did the writing session, and then had to close everything up and put it back to where it needed to be. So that took 30 minutes out of my day. But that's the thing too, is it was just 30 minutes. I am proud of myself for pushing past that idea that I had put in my mind that I don't write on the days that I work, because I proved to myself that I can do it, but I don't think that's something I'd be able to do every time. The bottom line of that is I did end up hitting my goal, and I think on the days that I don't work, when I have more time to write, I should take advantage of that and to make sure that I do write on those days. Very happy with that. Very happy that I was able to do that. I will be right back. It's actually getting a little hot in here, so I'm gonna take my sweater off, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with a new shirt, and I want to talk about what my writing plans for today are. So it's 9:15-ish right now. I want to write for a little more than an hour. I want to write until about 10:30. Today I am going to be working on chapter 6. I would like to make some pretty good progress in chapter 6. Hopefully finish chapter 6. That would be a bonus if I could end up finishing chapter 6 today. So I think that's what we are going to focus on. And we do have tomorrow too, which tomorrow is Friday. I have 2 days that I would like to dedicate some time to try to finish that chapter, and then I can start on chapter 7. So I'm trying to move along slowly. As I am getting closer and closer to the middle of Act 1, I am starting to think about Act 2. And currently in my Act 2, I have my characters doing some type of competition in a controlled environment with 3 different trials that these characters have to go through in order to pass, to get through whatever that this training that they're doing in order to make it to the castle. I don't know if that actually fits into the story. It just seems like a little strange. I think we're still going to write it once we get there, and it might all end up playing out because we're still in Act 1. We're about halfway through Act 1, and this doesn't happen until in the middle of Act 2. So I still have plenty of time where I think that I could possibly shift the focus of the story to make it work, at least for the first draft. I absolutely 110% do know that we are going to keep writing the story how I originally have it. I just might end up shifting the focus of the chapter just a tidbit, and maybe instead of writing a whole bunch of Act 2 and being really detailed about the situation, those 3 trials, if I think that the focus of the story is shifting, but I still want something that's similar to those 3 trials to happen, just maybe not in like a controlled environment where they're told that these are the trials, maybe make it something where they are trying to get from point A to point C, but having B in the middle and just jumbling up those trials instead. We're going to keep moving forward because, as the great Brandy Sandy has always said, or at least he said it in one lecture, but I'm sure it sounds like something that he's said quite often. If you are a new author or you are still learning about your process and how you actually write, and if you feel like there's a problem or something not quite right with your story, just keep going. Even if you feel like there is something fundamentally wrong, keep going. You're going to learn so much more by finishing the story versus if you keep restarting a story or you keep fixing what you've already written. Well, that's me talking about Brandon Sanderson, and also talking about how I am going to keep moving forward. Even though that's a thought that I'm thinking, it's going to be a hot mess anyways, but as long as we just get the bones out, that's the most important thing. Let's do a couple of writing sessions now, and then I can update you guys in between each of them. It's a little past 10:40. I've done 2 22-minute sprints. We're still on chapter 6. I had a little bit of the dialogue between my main character and one of my secondary characters. So at the end of chapter 5 and at the beginning of chapter 6, my one main character, Norelle, and then her 2 sidekicks, they had their little narrow escape and they made it back to a safe place. One of the secondary characters left, and so she was having a conversation with one of the other characters, and they were talking about the magic that this secondary character has, what's going on with it, and who he is. The point of their conversation, I wanted to reveal a little bit more information about him, like who he is, a little bit of what his somebody's motives are, and I wanted more conversation and connection between these two characters. I want there to be chemistry between the two of them. Their dialogue is very cardboard-ish right now, but the point of them communicating is to reveal character development, and I needed to slowly start to also explain the magic in this world and how it affects gods, but also how it affects humans. I had a little bit of dialogue between those two characters, and then they were interrupted at a good point because I wasn't quite sure where I wanted that conversation to go. We needed to break from that to shift to something else. So we shifted to something else, and now they are being confronted by the princess of this kingdom. She is now coming in to accuse somebody in Norel's squad. Somebody at this place is a traitor, and it's Norel. That's not really a spoiler or a plot twist. We are about to see just how brutal this kingdom is because somebody is going to die. Obviously it's not Norel, but they're not gonna kill the right person. That's about to happen in chapter 6, and I feel like this is a good point for this to happen. I did introduce another character, which she did not have a name because it was the princess. Adding in this scene with the princess coming was actually something that I added to the outline once I talked to my critique partner. Her and I, we met before I started the first draft, and this was something that her and we felt like I needed it if I was trying to use a corrupt government type thing. I needed to introduce that early on, or earlier than I was originally thinking that I needed to. I hadn't had a name for this character because really this is a new character that I am introducing into the story, but also to myself. I did take a little bit of time to research a name. I think I have a name. It might not be permanent. I only did a minute or two of Googling and researching because I just needed something. I like the name that I came up with, or well, I found, and we'll just ride with it to see how that goes. I'm gonna take a little break for now from writing, and I'll do something else. Not quite sure what I'm gonna be doing, but I'll check in with you guys later. It's several hours later. It's almost 8:30, and I had a situation that had popped up. It really was taking a lot of my time today. I did a little bit of editing of video. Actually, I think it's this video that I'm still working on. I'm trying to get on a better schedule with my whole editing process with my vlogs. I did that for a little while. I ended up taking a nap for an hour and a half-ish. So it's 8:30 now, and I am currently trying to decide what I want for supper. I've been having noodles for the past couple of nights, but I think I need more substance food. But I've already started drinking wine, so I think we're just going to get something delivered. I have 4 minutes until my chicken wings are going to be delivered, and I cannot wait. I am so hungry. It is almost 9:30 at night. I did one 22-minute sprint. I am at this part where one of the characters is going to die. They're not a very well-known character, but they are one of the characters in the first 5 chapters that we did see, and we got a little bit about this person. And I think, oh, it says that they're coming. Okay, sorry. I just got the update saying that they're walking up. Woo! I think when I work on the second draft and the drafts that follow, I think I want to introduce this character that's going to die a little bit sooner. I want to show a little bit more comparison between how this person is genuinely good and then something absolutely tragic is going to happen to them. I haven't quite made it to that part yet, but I do have some dialogue going on, and the dialogue that's happening is the princess is asking the guards certain questions about who these gods are, what their purpose is if we let them infiltrate and come into this kingdom. Oh, they're calling me. Hang on. And honestly, I have absolutely no idea what I was talking about. I know I was telling you guys what I was writing, but I have no idea. I think I said that we were learning a little bit more about the castle and how the higher ups use fear to control the people. I think that's what I was talking about, but that's pretty much it. And one of the characters is going to die. We're still on chapter 6. Honestly, we might finish chapter 6 tonight. Tonight is going to be the end of this vlog, but hopefully I can finish it for this vlog. So I'm going to eat my wings and my potato wedges while they're still lukewarm, and I will get back to writing and update you guys later. So let's give the final update, the wrap up for everything that I did yesterday. So today is Friday, June 17th. I did my little writing last night. One of my buddies ended up popping into the Discord. We did one 30-minute writing sprint. I'm still in chapter 6. I have like just a little bit more left of chapter 6. So in chapter 6, I think I mentioned this earlier, one of the characters is about to die, and I'm like right at the point where they're literally about to use the sword to do the duty. It could be like one 30-minute sprint at the most, and I'll get that done. But I guess I'll get that done in the next vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this very long, chatty vlog. I don't think I had any B-roll in this vlog. Let me know if you guys like that or if you like it broken up with B-roll. I just didn't even think about filming B-roll for this go around. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel and you want to be part of my writing journey, go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.